Good day, everyone. This is Rodon, and welcome to another learning session. Today, we're going to discuss technology and business communication. This is the last lesson for our midterms, and let me present to you the objectives of today's session. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to identify the role of technology in the business world and identify the different media used to communicate. It's very important that we know the role of technology because technology plays a crucial role in the transactions and processes in the business world. This is the reason why you will be equipped today with the uses of technology or what specific technologies or tools are we utilizing in the business communication world. Okay? So before that, I would like to have a lesson preview or review. Last time we had an incident report, but I would just like to remind you about the things that you have to consider as the midterms and the long test are fast approaching. Be reminded that the coverage of our long test and examination will be under lesson 7 to 12. Lesson 7 is the part of or the parts of the business letters. Lesson 8 would be writing a sales letter. Lesson 9 is for memorandum. Lesson number 10 is for incident report. Lesson number 12 will be for telephone etiquette. And finally, now that we have lesson number 13, which are the technologies used in business communication. Now, when we say, pag sinabi nating modern communication tools, ito yung mga ginagamit natin sa business. Now, when you say modern communication tools, these are the tools or in Tagalog kasangkapan o mga platform na ginagamit natin upang mas mapabilis, mas mapadali, at mas maging effective ang pakikipag-communicate or pakikipag-ugnayan or the transactions by and large. And kadalasan, gumagamit tayo ng internet or digital technology when we say modern communication tools. I have here a picture of modern communication tools in business. You have digital marketing applications, social media like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Di ba ginagamit natin yan even sa pagpapromote ng business. Direct messaging, instant messaging, voice call, video calls. Halimbawa, may meeting kayo via Zoom Cloud or via Google Meet, virtual reality, SMS or text messaging, emailing, Viber, video conferences, conference calls, and a lot more. And yan ang magiging focus ng ating discussion for today. Okay? Ano ba yung katangian ng mga modern communication tools, no? As what I have said, mabilis ang tugon, no? Real-time, accessible, and interactive. At the same time, cost-efficient ang paggamit ng mga modern communication tools na ito. This is why this is highly utilizable in the context of business communication. The first modern communication tool that we are going to discuss will be social media. Of course, when you say social media, these are interactive computer-mediated technologies that facilitate the creation of sharing of information, ideas, career interests, and other forms of expression via virtual communities and networks. Kung gayon, kung pinag-uusapan natin ng social media in the context of business or business setting, as one of the modern communication tools, ito ay tumutukoy naman sa paggamit ng mga social networking platforms. What are these? These are Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, or before it's being called Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and a lot more. Okay? This is for internal communication or external communication, marketing, customer service, and also brand building ng isang negosyo or organization. Of course, as what I have said, if we want to advertise and if we want to be known, no, ginagamit natin yung TikTok, yung YouTube, yung Twitter to promote our product or our services in the company. Next, ang mga ilan sa mga gamit ng social media in the context of business. bilang modern communication tool would be for marketing and promotion, for customer engagement, for brand imaging and reputation, for internal communication and collaboration, no? And for customer support. Ayan. So, you on use social media. Next, we have direct messaging. Okay, marahil narinig nyo na yung salitang DM me, for example. This is a term, yung DM or direct message. This is done through private messaging. Tandaan ha, private messaging. Kaya sinasabi natin, i-DM mo ko, for example. No, yung DM ay may same intimacy daw kasi nga private as email, but mas less formal ang direct messaging. Okay? Hindi nakikita ng iba, madalisan or maliban sa sender at receiver ang direct messaging kasi it's between you and the person who receives the message. Kaya siya private. Okay? That's direct messaging. Okay? Next, we also have instant messaging. Well, ang instant messaging naman, this is a great tool for quick informal chats or group chats. Okay? Yung instant messaging, ito ay isang uri ng real-time text-based communication in the form of internet, no, or intranet, kung saan yung dalawang tao or pwedeng group, no, hindi katulad nung kanina yung sa direct messaging na private, okay, na maaaring magpalitan agad-agad ng mensahe, okay? Mas malawak ito kaysa sa direct messaging dahil nga hindi lang ito limitado sa social media platforms. Pwede rin itong standalone apps or enterprise tools. The next one is the voice call, no? The use of the telephone or mobile phone which instantly allows both parties to hear and tones and emotions of the other caller. Diba usually kapag meron tayong nasa company tayo, we usually do voice call via telephone, pero mas modern na tayo ngayon, we can do it via phone also. Ang kagandahan dito sa voice call, maririnig mo yung kausap mo. Okay? So, maririnig mo kung ano yung tone niya at yung emotion na ma-observe base sa boses or sa delivery ng boses niya. That is for voice call. Kung may voice call, of course, ngayon, in this day and age, we have video calls also. Yung video call, face-to-face conversation, pero via internet. No, by means of webcams and other dedicated software. Ang example niyan ay Zoom meetings or at else Google Meet na ginagamit natin kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng meeting. Most especially kapag layo-layo ng lugar yung mga personnel or mga taong involved. Say for example, we had a meeting with the team learning under active learning coaches. No? So kahit nasa iba't ibang panig kami ng Pilipinas, we're able to touch and keep in touch, no, via Zoom naman yung ginamit namin. Okay? Aside from that, we have virtual reality. This is the computer-generated simulation of or a three-dimensional image o para siyang totoo, no, ng isang environment which can be interacted with a seemingly real or physical way by a person using a special electronic equipment. So, yun yung tinatawag nating VR. Sa business setting, ang virtual reality or VR ay one of modern communication and operational tool na pwede nating gamitin. Okay? It has been using immersive computer-generated 3D environments para, for example, in training, makapag-communicate at makapag-train yung mga empleyado or even makapagbenta ng mas epektibo kasi nga virtual reality. Though virtual siya, pero pwedeng ma-experience kung ano yung itsura, kung ano yung feeling, okay, noong isang bagay through virtual reality. Say for example, for marketing and customer experience, sabi dito sa research ko, let's just say for example, yung mga brand tulad ng IKEA or real estate companies, di ba gumagamit sila ng VR para ipakita yung mga products or properties nila sa customer na hindi pumupunta on-site, no? Parang halimbawa sa mismong IKEA or sa mismong what do you call this, mall, mayroong VR house tour or VR fitting room na tinatawag. So, it is as if it was real and simulated. So, yun siya. Also, we have SMS or short message service. Okay, ang SMS naman, this is a communication protocol allowing the interchange of short text messages between mobile telephone devices. So, kaya siya tinawag na SMS kasi short. Okay, short message service. Okay, next we have email. So, ito yung isa sa mga pinaka-common natin na ginagamit, no? An email is a system of electronic correspondence, no? Parang kumbaga ito yung pagsasend ng letter, pero ang letter na ito ay hindi printed, no? This is in a soft copy form or an electronic format, no? By which users send and receive messages over a network of computer and telecommunication links. So, I know that you have experience doing this and receiving emails also. So, that's one of the communication tool. Next, you have video conferences. Video conferences are real-time video session between two or more users or between two or more locations. Nabanggit na natin to kanina. No, so as what you can see, magkahawig si video call at saka si video conferences. But yung video conferences kasi mas maduwang or mas malaki yung sakop niya. Okay? So katulad ng sinabi dito, between two or more users or between two or more locations. Okay, let me clarify kasi parang parehas, no, si video call and si video conference. Ano yung pinagkaiba nila? In terms of participants, pag sa video call, mas maliit. Okay, mas maliit yung group na involved. Pag video conference, mas malaki. Okay, yung in terms of their participants. So, yun siya. And when it comes to purpose, pwedeng mas personal or one-on-one ang video call, samantalang yun nga, mas malaki for video conference. Let me just clarify that. Okay? So, next, what's next? We have conference calls. Okay, ang conference calls naman, pwedeng uri siya ng communication kung saan, halimbawa, 3 or more na tao or employee or personnel ang sabay-sabay na nag-uusap sa iisang linya o iisang platform. For example, ang gumamit ng telephone or audio. So, yung telephone, di ba, audio only lang yun. Tapos, may 3 or higit pang tao na nandun sa isang linya na yon. Okay? So, kasama na rin daw dyan ang video at online platforms. That is for conference call. So, next is digital marketing platforms. Ang digital marketing platforms naman, ito yung mga online tools or channels na ginagamit ng mga negosyo or mga brand upang i-promote ang kanilang mga products and services and to connect to target customers and to strengthen their brand presence by the use of internet and digital technologies. It connects people within the organization and outside the organization. Katulad ng sinabi natin kanina. Using their social media approaches like commenting, direct messaging, and other options. Kung makakapansin nyo, magkakadugtong or magkakahawig itong mga concepts na ito. But if you would see, there are specific uses for each of them. Okay? Next. Paano naman, so those are the modern technologies that we may observe or modern communication tools that we may utilize in a business context. But how social media affects communication, really? Okay, let's focus on that question. Well, to answer that, social media helps 39% of the respondents to feel closer with their friends, while 26% said that the social media helped them have more friends, which is true enough because social media feels like a new world or a world, an online world, diba? So, aside from the physical world, kasi we have our online self, for example. And by the use of social media, halos lahat naman ng tao ay may social media na ngayon, no? It helps us to be more interconnected, no? To be more interconnected, to have more connections and friends. Kasi naman, 'di ba, kahit nasa ibang bansa ka, kung may Facebook ka, eh makakapag-connect ka pa din kahit na yung kausap mo ay taga Pilipinas or taga ibang region. So really, social media and globalization paved the way for a more effective and more interconnected world in terms of or in the context of communication. If you have questions at this juncture, please no feel free to ask me sa GC. I'll be very happy to assist you. Now, I have here your activities. And I want you to think of one best scenario where you can use each of these tools. Those that we have discussed. We have 11, I think. And I want you to submit it into the submission bin that I have prepared for you on week number 8, if I'm not mistaken, or week number 7, if I'm not mistaken. And that's it for today. This has been Sir Don. Today we have discussed technology and business communication. And I hope that you have learned something for today. Thank you so much.